Amazon FBA, How to Get Started in 2023, Part 1. What is an Amazon FBA anyway? FBA stands for Fulfillment by Amazon, which is a service that allows businesses to outsource order fulfillment to Amazon. Businesses send products to Amazon fulfillment centers, and when a customer makes a purchase, Amazon picks, packs, and ships the order. They can also provide customer service and process returns for those orders as well. With an Amazon FBA business, you get to choose where you source your product, what items you want to sell, and send them to your customers. One of Amazon's many fulfillment centers is where everything is kept, and they handle the rest. While it may sound similar, it differs from registering as an Amazon affiliate. The FBA business concept is quite alluring, even if, like any business venture, it has its benefits and drawbacks, as well as a variety of specifics that a seller must master. What should you do next if you believe this method of business works best for you? Well, launch your company. Drafting a business plan should be your first priority if you want to venture and succeed early. Compiling this plan will not only equip you with a step-by-step strategy to follow, but also a thorough document to show potential investors should you decide to raise investment support for the expansion of your company. Your strategy will change as your company expands, but the business plan should still include the following 7 key components. First, an executive summary, where you basically describe the various sections in your plan. Second, description of your company. Detail your niche in the market, your business model, and the environment of competition you're entering. Third, go-to-market plan, which is a target market analysis plus a strategy for reaching that market. 4, operational strategy, an analysis of the resources required for the firm and the anticipated operating procedures. 5, organizational structure and management, a summary of the personnel you intend to assemble for managing the company. 6, financial structure and forecasts. This is where you provide a summary of the financial structure of your company, including forecasts for balance sheets, cash flow statements, and revenue streams. 7, appendix, a compilation of all the documents that support your proposal. There are a few extremely crucial aspects to iron out before celebrating your new money-making machine. The basics of what you plan to sell, where do you source your goods from, and how you'll go to market. These are the core elements of any business. And in this video, we'll go through step 1 of the 3-step process of how to get started as an Amazon FBA business. So after you finish watching this video, be sure to watch our other 2 videos to see step 2 and 3 and get the full picture of the 3-step process for setting up your Amazon FBA business. Now let's dive in. Step 1. Select your first products. The hardest and most time-consuming part of this procedure is choosing your first product and the type of items you will sell. If your first product has little to no demand, is in a fiercely competitive market, or is inexpensive to buy in bulk, you might not get the financial returns you are looking for. By focusing your initial efforts to strategize, conduct market research, and investigate several supplier possibilities, which we'll get into in the following phase, you can spare yourself that heartache. Keep in mind that this initial effort may just represent the beginning of a lengthy repetition of trial and error to find the right balance. You may often think there are better products, sourcing strategies, and advertisement campaigns out there, but there is no perfect product or strategy. But you do have to begin somewhere, right? So start by creating a list of your interests and choose a niche market. Identify your passions and use them to spark ideas for product concepts. Don't place constraints on your brainstorming. It's preferable to cast a wide net and embrace unconventional ideas to broaden your creativity. You can focus your thoughts later. It's important to bear in mind the distinction between narrow and broad product categories. Men's fashion might be more of a specialized market than a product line on fashion in general, which might be overly broad. If you already have a social media presence or blog, you can use them to help identify your niche. For instance, your followers will be more inclined to believe you when you start promoting your amazing, fresh new offering of travel-size bags or chic hiking gear if they know that you enjoy hiking or traveling. Looking around your home might also inspire you. Do you have a passion for gardening? Do you enjoy showing off your gorgeous bathroom to new guests? If you choose a product you are enthusiastic about, you'll find it much simpler to write about it in your blog, talk about it in a vlog post, or discuss it on a podcast. Listeners, subscribers, and followers can always tell when you are truly excited about the product. Additionally, why not simply list those things on your own FBA site if you find yourself gushing on your blog over how much you adore other people's products? Next, be sure to conduct extensive market research. Once you've decided on a topic of interest, begin by conducting some basic market research, then delve deeper to explore the ins and outs. Once you have an idea of the market or niche you want to tackle and the product that you want to start with, begin reviewing prices from other sites, including searches for similar products, and check Amazon or eBay and other related retailers. Is the price of your item often greater than $9.99 but under $49? If so, that's advantageous because products within such a price range tend to be impulse purchases, increasing your chances of selling more items. You may also leverage keyword search tools, like merchant words, to determine which keywords you should put in the title of your product and to get an idea of how frequently people search for specific product phrases related to your product. The Amazon Bestsellers Rankings, or BSR, is the next thing you need to look at, but don't let this list be the only resource that influences your choice. These ratings only demonstrate whether there is a demand for the item you are interested in listing right now. It may be a sign that a product category is too competitive if only a few products are dominating it. Take time to examine the first 3 to 5 items on the bestseller rankings within a given category to determine whether they have a high or low BSR. In essence, the BSR score indicates how highly regarded the product is, and the lower the score, the more it sells. If all the products in a particular category possess small BSRs, you're dealing with a very competitive category. It can be simpler to start with a category where there are numerous high BSR products because it means you have an easier arena of competition and a greater chance to carve out your market share. The tools that can assist you in figuring out whether your product of interest commands enough demand to support your business and sells well, or if it's subject to certain FBA costs. You can utilize Amazon's resources to determine the FBA fees related to a product once you've reduced your options to a few items. These prices vary depending on the size, shape, and weight of the goods, among other things. Choose a product that doesn't have an excessive quantity of brand name competition, particularly if it's your first offering. When conducting your market research, keep this in mind. Is the market for this product or category hot merely because of its brand name? If so, this can be a sign that the market won't be as competitive as you might have anticipated. After all, people can be highly devoted to their preferred brands. If this is the case, you will need a somewhat groundbreaking product if you wish to compete in a market that is controlled by a well-known brand name. Starting an FBA business in a market where there are numerous well-known brands and astronomically high ratings can also be challenging. The market in this area may prove too crowded to enter, at least initially if the majority of the goods have over 50 fantastic customer reviews and are highly rated on the bestseller ratings. But perhaps when you browse the merchandise on Amazon, you become aware of a chance to significantly enhance the marketing for a specific product. Perhaps you've also noticed that the market isn't particularly competitive. When you come across chances like this, you can try private labeling your product to launch your product in the market, which enables you to use the name of a retailer or the name of your company in place of the product's manufacturer. When building your company's brand and product, private labeling provides you a lot more freedom. Private labels will undoubtedly demand a larger expenditure, but they may be a terrific way to really build your own brand while enabling you to offer more products in the future due to consumers already being familiar with your brand. You might also consider flipping bulk and clearance items. Visiting large box retailers like REI or Target or your preferred outlet store on a regular basis is another way to find your first purchase. There's a term called retail arbitrage, which is the purchasing of brand name clearance items and flipping them, providing an excellent opportunity to launch your business if you live near a store with great clearance aisles. However, this is the less profitable route in the long run, so it's better to start with your own brand or private label if possible, especially if your goal is to one day sell the business. You can scan individual products to learn how much they're selling for on Amazon and then determine prospective earnings by utilizing barcode scanning software. The Amazon Sellers app, for example, is a good one. If there are products you're interested in selling in larger quantities, you can even use Amazon's revenue calculator from the comfort of your own home. Simply scan the barcodes and look up the cost. Although this approach might take a little longer, it might give you a better idea of the cost, revenue, and the path ahead of you. And that is the first step, selecting your first products. But remember, there's 2 more steps and 2 more videos, so be sure to check out those other 2 videos. And if you liked this video, then please click, follow, and subscribe with the links below. And remember, this video is for entertainment purposes only. Any material contained in this video does not constitute legal or financial advice. You should always do your own research and consult your certified financial advisor or professional before making financial decisions.